So here we have the Nissan Juke 1.2 Tecna on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few of the controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see that there's no reversing sensors. That's because this car has got a 360 parking camera. I'll show you that when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat. And then that space can be increased by lifting, and if you wish to, removing this tray section here. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard as well, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and we have the speedometer on the right-hand side. In the middle, you can see the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges, as well as, at the very top there, the total miles on this car, which are 11,802. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, we have stereo controls, as well as the ability to answer and end phone calls. And on the left-hand side, we have cruise control and speed limiter. Once you've set up your phone, which is done on the central display over here, that is when you'll be able to make and receive the phone calls that I mentioned a moment ago. You can see firstly this car's got DAB digital radio. It also has AM and FM radio on top of that. We've got a CD player, auxiliary input, USB input, and once you've paired your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, as I've already mentioned, but you'll be able to listen to your music via Bluetooth audio as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website and on our Facebook page, which is well worth checking out. And I mentioned when we were at the back of the car, the 360 parking camera. If I pop the car into reverse, the first thing you'll see is that on the left-hand side, a bit hard to see because of the sunlight, but we have a bird's eye view image of the car and exactly where it's parked right now. And then on the right-hand side, we have the reversing camera, with guidelines showing you where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see behind you. We've also got a reversing camera, or a front camera as well, and a front near side wheel. Or you can just have it permanently on the reversing camera setting if you wish to. So very, very easy to park with all of those settings. Working our way down, we've got the climate control. So you can adjust the temperature on this left-hand dial, fan speed on the right-hand one, direction of the air in the middle here. Once you're happy with those settings, that button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can push this one in, putting it onto auto, and the car will maintain that temperature for you by taking control of the fan speed, which you can see it doing and hear it doing now. You can override that by readjusting the fan speed yourself as you wish to. This screen doubles up as not only the climate, but also driver modes as well. So if I give that button a push, all of the menu options change, as you can see. We can put the car in normal mode, sport mode, or eco mode. Whatever setting you put it in, it's changing the engine, the steering, and the climate control. So for example, in sport, the steering will be firmer because it's sport steering. If I put it in eco, it'll be lighter. The climate control will be set to eco, and obviously normal, well, as you can see, is normal settings across the board. Below that, we have a 12-volt charging socket underneath this cap, the auxiliary and USB inputs that I mentioned previously, a 6-speed manual gearbox, and then underneath the central armrest, driver and passenger heated seats. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.